I want to talk about something that has been one of the hardest things for me to wrap my head around my entire adult life. And that is that some people, no matter what, do not want to improve. Some people, no matter what, will take the low road every single time in life. I want to start this out by telling a story about somebody that I used to work with. He was a guy that struggled with addiction and, had a rough life. He ended up getting clean and getting a job that paid very, very well, especially for someone in his situation. Everybody that knew him was super happy, celebrating that and pumped up about what his future would now look like. The first 2 weeks that he got this dream job, he liked the job, the pay was incredible. The first 2 weeks, what his mind went to, instead of appreciating this job that he enjoyed, that paid better than he has ever been paid before, his mind went to conjuring up a plan to try to swindle copper out of this place where he worked. That went on for a few months, where he actually was swiping copper to take and scrap after work to make extra money, which he did not need to do. He was making better money than he'd ever made before, and it was good enough money to not need to do that. But his mind automatically took the low road. That was this guy's nature, to just be a scammer. That was his nature. To be an angry, bitter, opportunistic scammer. That was where his mind went, regardless of the situation. So, he gets this dream job. I say dream job because it paid way beyond what he deserved. Easy job that he enjoyed. He liked everyone around him. He loved the work itself. And the first 2 weeks, he couldn't help but already conjure up a plan to scam the place. He ended up losing the job, getting himself in trouble. And I remember looking back going, dude, you land a job that you don't deserve. You land a job that pays you way better than you've ever been paid before, more than you deserve, quite frankly, for what you've done in life. And your first instinct is to look for any way you can leverage that position to rip somebody off and scam. Also, when it comes to discussing doom and gloom, like I like to do on this channel, I'm finding that a lot of people, they just want to talk about doom and gloom. I can recommend channels like Alpha M or Real Men, Real Style, or, go on and on down the list. Name one relatively productive channel, Style OG, or all of the great channels that talk about business and saving money and ways to invest and ways to save. Like there's so many good channels like that out there. I mention that to a lot of people. They don't want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. They just make fun of the channels or, those guys don't understand. To anybody watching this right now, suffering, struggling, bad situations, and feeling discouraged is not exclusive to you. Let me say that again. Struggling, suffering, feeling discouraged, going through hard times, so on and so forth, that is not exclusive to you. Just like the scammer that I knew that threw that good job away, whose mind automatically went to scamming, he took the low road. If you are going to not fight to reprogram your thinking into trying to look for positives and trying to find a way to fix your situation. If your mind's just going to take the low road every time, like I said before, this ain't the channel for you. I don't want those people around, because unfortunately, some people don't want to be saved. Some people don't want to save themselves. I've known people that I've seen massive potential in. I've known people that I've seen skills and talents and abilities in them that were just glowing. But they're so stuck. They're stuck for some reason that I could not get them to realize their own potential. I could not get them to break out of that negative cycle. A lot of you guys get mad when I like my last video, I talk about, not being addicted to doom and gloom and not feeling like you can't win and working hard and getting ahead. I talk about that because I don't say that from a place of superiority. I say that being somebody that was the king of doom and gloom. I would have made Raymond Thoughts in Mind look like a toxic positivity. And I love Raymond Thoughts in Mind. That's not a jab at his channel. I love his channel. I actually think he has a very comedic negative spin on things. His channel cracks me up. He's way funnier than I think he even realizes. That dude's hilarious. And I love that channel. But I just say that as a joke because he comes off grumpy. And I used to make him look like toxic positivity. I'll tell you that. I was a very negative person. So I say that to you guys, being someone that fights like hell every single day to not let those storm clouds of doom and gloom roll in. Because make no mistake, you got one life. This is it. You're living it now. I get comments and messages all the time from people that think that they're turning me on to some top secret information about scandalous politicians and scandalous corporations and the banking system, and like, you guys think you have hot top secret intel? You think I don't know about that stuff? 38 years old in Seattle, a very expensive place. A lot of taxation that is quite frankly squandered and stolen, in my personal opinion. Lots of dirty shit, lots of corruption, in my opinion. You think I don't know that stuff, dude? You guys think I haven't seen that or heard that or read that or experienced that? I'm here to tell you, no matter what, at the end of the day, as much as nobody likes to pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality these days, myself included. It's very annoying to hear that. But it's the only answer. Whether I like it or you like it or anybody likes it, that is the only answer. Because, as many people have said in the past, nobody is coming to save you in this life. And if you guys are so hell-bent on hating the system and the American dream was a scam and all this is a fraud and the game's rigged, well, then do yourself a favor and step away from that whole dream. In fact, I had multiple comments trying to come after me in that last video saying, oh, you're 38, you don't even own a home, and you said yourself you rent an apartment. What's your judge of success? What's your judge of a good life? Because my judge of a good life is relative contentment, relative sense of security, relative happiness. Do you enjoy the majority of your everyday life? I would call that success. I'm overall pretty damn happy. Overall, the doom and gloom doesn't bring me down. I like my everyday life for the most part. I've been able to start a company, not rich, but keep my head above water. I'm not massively in debt. I have a truck, 2 cars, and a motorcycle. I don't owe a penny on any of them. I have good friends and good family that I spend time with. I have a gym near me that I love, that I go to. I like my life. I think that my life's pretty good compared to what I've grown up around and been through. I like what I do. I've said in many videos, I like hard work. I don't know why everyone, all you hear now is, I'm not going to work 50 hours a week and make someone else rich. You have to work, dude. What's your goal? What's your plan then? That's how business works. You work for somebody or you start your own business. If you want to come at me and say, I'm not working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week to make someone else rich, then go live under a tree. I don't know what you want me to tell you, dude. I didn't start this. I didn't make the world the way it is. I'm just here to tell you nobody is coming to save you, like other people have said. That's the truth. And I'm also here to say I'm tired of seeing people that are so anti-hard work now. So against hard work because you're not going to make someone else rich. Well, then go fucking do it yourself. Go collect scrap metal for 12 hours a day. No matter what, you have to work hard. Everybody seems to have this idea now that everybody that's successful just did it off luck. And even when I say most people that are successful busted their ass. Yes, I'll die on that hill. Yes, I know. I've done jobs for, let's see, countless very successful, wealthy people. Some I still talk to today. Some are retired, don't do this anymore. None of them just got it handed to them. Every single person that I've done work for, like flips houses or does this or does that, they work their ass off. They work all day, every day. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you got to get this shit out of your head that you are just some victim of circumstance and the successful people are just part of this inside group that you're not a part of. Life's hard. Yeah, I get it. But having to work and make money is not a problem. That's not problems in life. As Seth Feroce often says, the bodybuilder, I like his Instagram and his YouTube channel, real problems are a family member that's sick. Real problems are you've got health problems or you've gotten bad news or a disability or something terrible. If you think just going to work and trying to make money and save money is a problem, you're a bitch. Excuse me, but you're a bitch. I'm not saying it's easy, dude, but you know what? There's people out here that are really struggling. There's people out here whose children are fighting serious illnesses and they can't do anything to help them. There's people who have serious illnesses themselves or they're trying to take care of a parent that's going through a serious illness. That's struggle. That's stress. That's hard. You not being able to drive a nicer car or own a big house because you work 40 hours a week. That's not problems. That's something everyone goes through. And again, I don't give a shit about that. My American dream is financial freedom, even remote financial freedom, where you're not stressing over bills, liking the majority of my everyday life. I think that's success. If you are mostly happy with your everyday life, you're doing better than most people. And let me be clear. I'm not saying don't strive to make more money and do this and do that and buy a big mansion. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is most of you guys are defeated before the race even starts. If you are somebody that wants to improve in your life in any way, shape, or form, and you're consuming content that tells you you can't win, don't try, game is rigged, system's rigged, you are not going to get anywhere. Let me be very clear on that. You will not get anywhere in life if you just want to consume that shit and breathe that every single day. Do it somewhere else. Because those comments, I don't even care. I don't even want to look at. And I actually might start deleting them. I've never deleted comments. Sometimes YouTube deletes them themselves. I've never deleted comments, but I might start because I'm not interested in seeing that shit. I've been there myself. I have been the most negative, doom and gloom person ever. And I fight like hell every day to not be that way. I'm just here to tell you guys, this is your life. It's happening around you every day. There's things around you that are beautiful. There's things around you that would make you laugh and smile and appreciative. Fix your fucking perspective or get out of here. Go follow somebody else. Go follow another channel that wants to just make 1,000 videos of the same thing over and over about economic collapse and the financial collapse and it's all rigged, can't win, don't try. I'm getting mine or I'll die trying. Because that's what men do. Men are builders. Men are fixers. I'm going to get mine or I'm going to die trying. That's how this works. I'm not going to lay down and cry about the economy. If I'm going to cry about it, I'll cry while I still work and while I still try to get mine. Because like I said in that other video, I get it. There's plenty of reasons to complain. Plenty of reasons to be frustrated. You still got to try. Not for me, for you. You've still got to try because nobody's going to do it for you. So, some people, no matter what, just don't want to do better. They just want to wallow in the pool of doom and gloom. Some people, no matter what, they don't want to improve their life. And you can't get through to everybody. You just can't. If you are somebody that wants to do better, make sure you are consuming stuff that programs your mind to look for that and to try to get there. That last video I did lost a lot of subscribers. My subscriber count is still growing because of past videos, but that video, man, that lost a lot of subscribers, and that's fine. I want that. I don't want these people around me. I don't want these people in my comments section. Go somewhere else with that. Go watch all of the doom and gloom channels that talk about how all women are the same and the working any job is for a sucker and you can't win, don't try. There's plenty of those channels. This ain't one of them. This ain't one of them. I'm here to try to find the positives in this very negative world. We don't need more negativity. There's no shortage of negativity. It's everywhere. I'm a man. I'm here to build. I'm here to fix. And no matter what, no matter how hard it gets, I'm still going to try. You can make fun of me. You can say it's for nothing. That's all right. I'm still going to try because I'd rather die trying than to just lay down and quit. That's my thoughts on that.